same stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
On the double.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 22. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Morrison. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A try here for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. We know he's good at catching the football, but then he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their cornerback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Looks good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
There to stop it was Carlton Davis. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Morrison. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
On 1st down. It's Morrison, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Extra receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard third down.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready, go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
There you go.
2nd and 11. And this will be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Got his man. It's London. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hart. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
101 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Here we go, set.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Morrison, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Morrison. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
They'll set up to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had 1st-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now back to throw.
This pass is caught by London.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Morrison. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the 1st half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football. McCaffrey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. On the ground, McCaffrey. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need him right now because they're trailing. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morrison. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Back to throw again. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. The kick by Lutz is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hart. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Up the middle they go. It's Morrison. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to thank the front office and the coaching staff. They've got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. On the move past the 40. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. George Pickens, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
On second down now, it's Morrison. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now a play fake here on first down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his...
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here on the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back to throw.
Into the hands of London.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Caught left side, Hopkins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a handoff up the middle. Morrison. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
151 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Morrison.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll set up to throw. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all of those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Throw this. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Morrison. And some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Falcons have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. It's Morrison. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Hart.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, it's Morrison. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Ready, go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So time runs out.